Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is the beginning of a new month, and you know what that means? It means we have to look at the easiest and best platinum trophies that came out for the month of June 2020. You would have seen in yesterday's video, we covered off the 6 easiest platinum trophies that you could have earned for the month of June. Those are the 10 and 25 minute platinums that you can earn. Super easy ones. But in this video, I want to look at the 5 best platinum trophies that you could have earned in the month of June 2020, or that you can still earn in July. These games are not just easy, but they're great games as well. So they're not going to be 5 to 20 minute platinums. They're going to be slightly longer, but they're going to be worth every minute of your time, which is important. So without further ado, let's take a look at them.
City lights are shining so bright. All these empty faces.
Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel and you've just discovered it for whatever reason, then please hit the subscribe button down below. I'm using Kratos' axe. All the support I can get is enormously helpful, and every single subscriber counts. I make videos like this all the time. I do these videos monthly, but we also cover all sorts of trophy commentary and topics on the channel. We look at PlayStation news and updates and all sorts of things. So you're gonna wanna hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date. And if you're an existing subscriber of the channel, then give this video a thumbs up because it will help it perform better with the YouTube algorithm. So smash that like button. And I'm sorry that I have to do that, but I'm a YouTuber now. That's what we're gonna do. So there we go. Now, what we're talking about today is the 5 best platinum trophies that came out in the month of June 2020. These aren't necessarily the easiest platinum trophies that came out, but they are the best, the most fun games that do have pretty decent platinum trophies. You're not going to see something that's a 10 out of 10 difficulty on this list. You're going to see stuff that's 3, 4, 5 out of 10 difficulty and maybe 30 hours. But you can guarantee that all of these games are top notch, and they've all got pretty decent platinums as well. Without further ado, let's kick off with the first title. These are in no particular order, but the first game on the list is Minecraft Dungeons. Now, this game came out in the middle of this month, and it's kind of a sequel of some sorts, or a spiritual successor to Minecraft, set in the same universe, but more of a Diablo style isometric game. It's narrative driven, it's action and gameplay driven, rather than focusing on crafting and open world exploration. And the game has a really decent trophy list. You know, there's a ton of cumulative based trophies in here for collecting things and killing things, as well as some narrative trophies in there as well. But the game is only going to take you around 20 or so hours to complete, which is a pretty decent amount of time for a game of this caliber, and it's only really going to be a 3 out of 10 difficulty. There are a couple of difficulty based trophies in here for killing things and stuff like that, but there's nothing in here that's going to give you an inherent enormous amount of trouble when you're playing through it. Not only that, but Xbox and Mojang have put a ton of effort into establishing Minecraft as a universe in itself. The game got really good reviews when it came out this month, and it's a really solid title. Next up on the list is something that you probably won't expect, but Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Now, this is a port of a Nintendo 64 game that came out on the Nintendo 64 like 20 years ago. I don't actually remember playing it on the N64, but I think I might have played it at a friend's house at some point. I never owned it personally, and I've been playing it this week, and it's a ton of fun. I know Star Wars Episode 1 doesn't have a ton of good stuff in it, but I think pod racing, we can all agree, is probably the best thing that came out of that movie. That and Jar Jar Binks, right? Please don't unsubscribe. Episode 1 Racer is a really easy plat. It's really only going to be about a 2 out of 10 difficulty, and realistically it's only going to take you a couple of hours to platinum. There is a debug menu where you can unlock a couple of things as well. It doesn't get you all the trophies, but it definitely speeds up your time to platinum. I think it's going to take you from somewhere around 3 to 4 hours rather than 6 to 7 hours essentially. So it's going to speed up a lot of your time to platinum, so I'd recommend checking that out as well. I should have a video on the channel for this later in the week after I finish playing it, and I can talk about it a bit more comprehensively. But the game is really solid experience. It's a lot of fun. It's been remastered quite well. I haven't found any bugs in it yet. It's not Mafia 2. Number 3 on our list is a game called Beyond Blue. This one came out at the very beginning of the month, and I know with everything else that's come out this month, you know, we may have forgotten about these ones. This is a game that was developed in conjunction with BBC's Planet Earth documentary series, and you play as a diver. She's going down to discover the underwater worlds and cities. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. Cities. She's going down to discover animals. So you've got to go and basically discover animals. You may remember a game that came out on the PS3 called Aquanaut's Holiday. This game's like really, really rare now, and I've got a copy, so that's kind of cool. And it's in really good condition too. But this game here, you're like scuba diving and you're doing some scuba things, and the game reminds me a ton of that. In Aquanaut's Holiday, you got to take photos of stuff. In this game, you got to take photos of stuff, do research on all the animals. And there's trophies for doing research on a variety of the animals and things like that. It's not a very time-consuming platinum at all, and it's a pretty enjoyable one too. The game is about a 2 out of 10 difficulty, and it's going to take you around 7 or 8 hours to complete. It's pretty straightforward, especially if you're into diving games or something a little bit different. Alright, next up, number 4 on our list is the infamous Spongebob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. And yes, I know there are some glitches in this game where you can't unlock all the spatulas. I've got a video up on it, channel about it. You guys keep telling me the game doesn't work. The game does work, just glitches for some people, unfortunately. The game is a remaster of the Spongebob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom game on the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. It's a really, really fun mascot sort of platforming type game, and I really, really enjoyed my time with it. I thought it was great. I haven't played a game like this in a really, really long time, so I think it was definitely a welcome addition to the Platinum Library. It's a 2 out of 10, and it's going to take you around 10 to 12 hours to do everything in the game. It's a collectathon at the end of the day, so you've got to go and collect all the 2 types of collectibles in the game. Those are golden spatulas and socks. All of the other trophies, or a lot of the other trophies, kind of lead up into those. You've got to base a whole bunch of story-related trophies, and then you're going to have to collect a bunch of the basic currency in the game, the shiny things, because you're going to have to give them to Mr. Krabs, because he likes to freaking steal all your money and give you 1 golden spatula for it. That's SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. And last, number 1 on the games of the best platinums that came out for the month of June 2020. You guys already know what this is. It's The Last of Us Part 2. Of course it is. Look, I know that there's a lot of people that didn't like the game. There's a lot of people that loved the game. Personally, I had a good time with it. I really enjoyed it, and the trophy list is really, really easy. The game, for whatever reason, they decided to go down an accessibility trophy list, and it works out that the game's probably like a 3 out of 10 difficulty, and it's going to take you around 25 to 30 hours to get the platinum in this one. There are a ton of accessibility features featured in the game, which allow you to find all the collectibles really easily if you turn them all on, so you don't even need to use a guide, and you have to play through the game sort of 1.5 times because there aren't enough scrap pieces or supplements featured in a single playthrough to upgrade your character to full or upgrade your weapons to full. I'm not going to go into any spoilers about The Last of Us Part 2 here. It's not really the time for that, but personally, I really dug the game. I had a really great time with it, and the trophy list was really, really easy. Personally, I'm not a fan of the trophy list. I think it was pretty uninspired, and I do wish they'd done a little bit more with it, but on the same vein, you know, it's an easy trophy list, and we can be done with this game, this story-driven game, and we can move on to the next game this next month. So, you know, it didn't outstay its welcome too much, which is also kind of a nice thing. But there you have it, guys. That is 5 awesome platinum trophies that you could have earned for the month of June 2020. Hopefully you guys did earn some of these. We are planning on earning some of these in July when we have a slightly quieter month as well. If you did, let me know down in the comment section below which games you ended up platinuming, and if you ended up platinuming any of these games, or you're planning on doing any of these games, and what your opinions were on these games. You know I love to talk to you guys in the comment section, so let me know down below. If you're new to the channel, like I said at the top, please hit the subscribe button down below and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you guys so much. Tomorrow's video should be Iron Man if all goes according to plan, so look out for that on the channel. See you guys. Have a good night.